Alright, there. Hello, everyone. It is time once again for more post Warframe Duviri. And before we really get started, I want to give a shout out to Epic BTTF 121 for giving us a follow yesterday, even though we were offline. And now we are at 111 followers. That is a nice number to get, but of course we always want to grow from that. But definitely thanks for that milestone. So let's start this up. What do you say? I want to double check on a few things before we really get into this. Okay. I followed so far behind, says Wacko. Oh man. You poor, poor baby. You poor baby. Why are you falling so far behind? How are you falling so far behind? Let's see. So, as the title says, we got our hands. My hours, days, even have been put into Phantasy Star recently. Alright. I've heard some stuff about Phantasy Star, so I guess that's alright. Everybody has a game that they want to play. But eventually you'll be turned back to the dark side. But yeah, we have the Boltor Incarnon. Don't know why. Oh yeah, I was checking the. There we go. We have the Boltor Incarnon now, and it is a little bit different than what we're used to because it is the Boltor Incarnon is not as spectacular of a transformation for a weapon. It's still good. It's just not gonna wow you, really. In fact, it in its Incarnon form, it basically takes on the characteristics of another weapon. But we'll get to that in just a second. I keep on going to the wrong place. I think I remember the challenge. Just do a solo mission with it. Can I do something that's steel path that is somewhat easy? Just like a survival would be alright. Oh, a capture would be perfect. Oh, don't trash your Boltor Riven, man. Like, keep it. It's just going to make it better. Alright, so first challenge of most of these Rivens is to do a solo mission. And we're going to do one on a Steel Path mission to get the scope of how powerful this thing is. Here we go. By the way, despite this thing being an assault rifle, it has like pretty good accuracy, good enough to where you can land those headshots. Well, I gotta get the Boltor Prime first anyways, and if I'm gonna be on Warframe, I'm gonna be working towards something that I can use and get through the... Oh yeah, well the Boltor Riven will definitely do that. Like I said, it's just not as mechanically fun as some of the other Rivens, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. I want that to be very clear. It's just not... It just doesn't have a fancy toy to it.
We cannot let our
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, it started acting up. I gotta do this every fucking time.
We're here. Track them down.
Okay, here we go. Also, you technically don't even need the Boltor Prime. You could use the original Boltor or the Boltor Telos from the Arbiters or Hexus. Alright, so now to show you guys what this thing does. So basically, it spews more bolts. The cool thing, though, is that it has a finite clip, so you don't have to worry about reloading or anything like that. Like, whenever you transform, see that ammo counter?
There's a heavy
The transformation ends when the ammo counter is down. That's how this one works. Because, like, regular Incarnon weapons, I think it works a little bit differently. Ooh. And just like that, got it again. Boom. Oh my god. Took down that shield like it was nothing. Okay. So yeah, like I said, it's not as...
Hurry, complete the capture before they expire.
It's not as mechanically sound. Like, it doesn't do anything, like, flashy. It just throws more shit.
Interrogate the captive back at the
Which is great, honestly.
tunnel.
So yeah, I mean, like, it's not a bad Riven by any means, but if you were expecting, like, some kind of overhaul to its primary fire, like, I don't know, the Paris Prime, or the Bratton Prime, or the Boar, I think? No, not the Boar, it might have been the Boar, I forget what, no, the Strun. If you were expecting something like the Strun or something like that, no, that's not what this is. But it just slings death, and sometimes that's all you really need. But cool thing is, though, is that the upgrades actually vary between the Talos and Prime versions of the weapons. So you may look at the Talos version and you may be like, oh, this actually works better for me. But, shoot. Is that my phone up there? Oh, God. That's right. I could pause this because it's single player right now. Okay, just had to be sure. All right, but yeah. Again, this thing ain't bad. There are more exciting weapons, like as far as like what they do in their Incarnon forms. This takes the excitement out and just says it just slings more shit at them, which means you kill faster. No reflective bullets, no big gigantic AoE size rounds or anything like that, just slings more rounds. It gets insane multi-shot. I think people have compared it to the comb as far as like what it can do. Like a all the way revved up comb is probably the best way to describe it. I do not know how to use chroma, but I probably will figure out how to do it pretty soon. Whew, did it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we got our first of 3 challenges down, and we'll take a look at what our increases are. And like, I believe like most of them are good. Man, going from Phantasy Star Rapid short attack combos to Warframe smooth slow attacks feels weird. Yeah, I get that.
Good stuff here, Tenno.
Kind of like going from a Souls game into Warframe where you have arguably better durability. But let's go and get our first upgrade in the Boltor's Incarnon Genesis system. It'll be fun.
Let all the systems see that the Zeraman is defended.
All right, let's see here.
Whoever trained you has nothing to reproach themselves for. You measure up. Okay, bring it to life.
Okay, so Evolution 2. So, ooh, damn. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think Crimson Overture is going to be the better one because this could work during during the transformation, possibly to make it last longer. That's my theory on it. So let's try that. Next challenge is kill 100 enemies. Really? That's what we're doing here? Incarnon form. Okay. Max charges. Okay, so the next evolution will solely depend on if magazine capacity affects max charges. And take a look at that right there. Multi-shot 3. And then not only that, but if you take a look, this is the original critical and status chance. Down here is the new critical and status chance for the Incarnon form.
Here's where it gets interesting.
So with mods, let's actually see where mine actually stacks up right now. Let's see. So obviously I built mine around the concept of status more, as you can see. But it actually gets a little bit lower with the Incarnon forms. So we may switch out. Ooh, fucking hold on. How many projectiles? 7. 7. Jesus Christ. I'm tempted though to change this around a little bit. Let's take a look what this does. Look at that though. 72 and 72. Now the reason I bring that up, and by the way, the fire rate ain't gonna really be hurt.
Happy to help you.
By the way, like I just want that to be clear right now. Like
All you like, but feeling creative.
you'll see here in a minute. But I think, yeah, take a look at that though. Survivor's Edge, critical chance and critical status chance each increased by 10 base percent. That's gonna be our last one. But for right now,
If you die, I got dibs.
we're going to do... We're going to try to get into a mission to where we can actually get some kills with this thing. Let me see here. We'll probably set this back up to public. Yeah, that seems like the best thing. Okay, so let's take a look here. I need to remember exactly what all chroma fucking does. Okay. Vex armor is what I need. Vex armor is what I need to, Oh! Vex armor and cold. And I have prime continuity, so that should actually last for a pretty good time. Okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. Someone will look at this and be all like, are you, doing more steel path missions? Probably. Like, do you mean the, what do you mean, Wacko? Do you mean by the, incursions like I did a second ago, or... Because I may just find a random one. Let's see. Yeah, the incursions. It depends. I'd have to see exactly where, like what missions they are. But I think this is what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to, because I know what I know now, what we're going to do is we're going to take thermite rounds, and we're making this into a future crit machine. Because we're going to take out thermite rounds, we're sacrifice just the tiniest bit of damage, and we're going to get an extra bit of critical chance. And our critical multiplier is going to go up to 6.6. And eventually this critical chance on an automatic rifle could go to past 100. So this could be something pretty fucking special, to be honest. Oh, we actually have enough room for another mod. I think I know what I want on there, though. Let's put Hellfire on there. I think Hellfire would be good. Ooh, actually, wait. Okay, I know what to do. Take that, take that. Okay, so we want viral, so we'll put... Where is the poison one? Is it... Okay, infected clip. Okay, so now we got viral, and then we're going to put heat on the very last part. Let's see, there we go. Thermite rounds. Yeah, our status goes down a little bit, but our status is still 102% just in base, which is not too bad. Pretty snazzy, if I have to say so myself. And we have a lot more room for upgrades, because we could probably, like, form these two slots, eventually open up the Exilus slot, and probably get... if I was going to pick one, probably projectile speed. So, let's... no, I think we should be fine. Well... I don't have a companion assigned to Chroma because I was getting aggravated with what one of them did. So I think... Maybe. I think Taxon could be a good one. Ah, who am I kidding? I like actual fucking pets, you know? Let's see, there's a survival arbitration for 40 more minutes, by the way, if you need something there. Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one. That would be a great one. Thank you for letting me know that, man.
Please return.
Covered in blood.
Safe and
Let's see here. I want. Hold on. I want that to be red. Yeah. We'll try this out and see what fucking happens. I don't know. I just don't know of a doggo that would really appeal to me to use. Or a catto, but then again, I can't imagine a cat going around with fucking big ol' honkin' chroma. So let's take a look. Survival arbitration. Yeah, we should probably be able to get 100 kills up in here. That and we'll get a little bit of a live demonstration of two things. One, if that ammo efficiency actually helps. And two, how much the actual fire rate is. I think it's different for everybody, Wacko. I think everybody gets a everybody gets a certain one. Okay, we're good.
A steady stream of toxic
Okay.
spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
Bring it on! Oh yeah, this is fine. Like, I can tell it's a little bit slower, but it's not terrible, you know? I can deal with this. Ooh. And there's a wisp around us, obviously. This might be a little bit harder because it's kind of hard to tell where the fuck the heads of infested enemies are. Well, there's one. Okay, 38 seconds. Definitely gotta read up on how to make Chroma awesome. Because, I mean, he's a dragon. Why wouldn't you want to try and make him look awesome? Alright, almost got it.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh, actually... Okay, that's what I wanted. Thank you! I want a cold elemental ward. Because I want armor. And something's over there. What it is, I don't know. Oh, somebody's down? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Okay, let's find out. Okay. It doesn't look like the ammo efficiency works the way that we thought it would, so... I mean, for primary fire, it's alright. Uh-oh.
Life support activated.
Oh, okay, we gotta do it with the Incarnon
Life support
form.
on the way.
That makes sense. Yeah, because the counter came up whenever we, whenever we did that, so... There we go. Okay, where the fuck is he?
Additional life support has arrived.
Alright, that was actually getting a little crowd. This thing is killing people super fast. So I think the upgrades that we did were definitely the right call, because at 70% critical chance and like a 6, I think, like whatever a critical multiplier was, it's making a difference. Because like the more rounds you sling, the more that 70% becomes irrelevant. Like you might as well have 100%. Like whenever you're slinging that much ammo. Because I mean, like 7 out of 10 rounds, and then 70 out of 100 rounds. Like, I like those odds. Like, I know it's basic math and everything like that, but still, like, I feel like that's something that people kind of look over a little bit, is that maths don't lie. Okay, 2 so far. Okay, now we gotta start trying to land more headshots. Yeah, this probably would have been much better with enemies that I could tell where their heads were. My bad. Damn. It's a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie though, this thing fucks. But I'm still really peeved that I never that I didn't get the Paris Prime and that I have to wait so long for it to come back. But I will be putting that on my first one to get whenever its rotation rolls around, because, dude, it's literally what I want. Like, it's literally, like, exactly what I want. Like, the Bow Prime, I didn't know what it would be. And it just turned out to be like, oh, this is just the... What is the best way to really describe it? It's everything that you could have ever wanted to make you switch back. Like, that's how it was for me. Because my original weapon for Hydroid on my, what's the Paris Incarnon? Okay, Wacko, let me ask you a question. You played the new war, right? Let's see. I'll wait. Just about, yeah. Okay, you know the Nataruk, the bow from that? See, and I'll wait again. That's my current main weapon, yes. Okay. Imagine if you could do the perfect shot for the Nataruk all the time without having to do the perfect shot mechanic. And that is what the Paris Prime's Incarnon form does. Yeah. It's fucking nuts. Gee, it's like you forgot I could do steel path stuff now. Well, I don't know. Like, I think there's somebody that can do steel path but hasn't done the new war. It may be Shade that I'm thinking of. Maybe. But yeah. Yeah, the Paris Prime is basically, it turns its primary fire into the Nataruk's perfect shot. For like how many ever shots it's got. plus anything that, like, it gets as far as, like, additional stat increases, like flat stat increases, like critical chance up, status chance up, anything like that. So, it's great, is what I'm trying to say. Here we go. There we go.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Sorry, bud. That does sound really fun to use. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though, is that, like, with the increases to its just regular-ass stats, that means that, like, its regular form will do heavier damage as well. So it's not like you're just, like, waiting and just going, I'll just, like, slog through regular fire mode. Like, regular fire mode will become, like, pretty fucking good, too. Like, basically what'll happen is the Paris's regular fire will probably become as powerful as a fully charged, non-perfect Nataruk shot, if I had to draw some comparisons. Like, that's my educated guess. What have we gotten? Okay, we got a statue. That's pretty cool. I've been talking and killing so much that I forgot what our rewards even were right now. Time flies when you're having fun. Fuck you. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Oh, those Kavats actually provide Kavat mods. That's interesting. Yeah, these things are going down whenever I shoot them too, with the base fire. So that should tell you something right there for all of these weapons. Like, it's not that you're just trying to get their Incarnon form out. Their Incarnon form is great, but their, like, standard mode is gonna get kicked up quite a bit too. And I think that that's a very good thing. Like, you don't want to have that logic of like, oh, it's great, but I gotta still build up the Incarnon charge. It's like, oh no, it kills like perfectly fine, and then you get to go into fucking Incarnon charge. Because I think a lot of people have very fond memories of the Boltor. Because the Boltor, I think, is the first, like, really fun weapon that people get to pick up outside of, like, a bow. Because, like, the Bratton's just kind of but, like, the Boltor is just exudes cool in design and what kind of rounds it fires and what those rounds do. Like, I mean, it pins people to walls. Like, how cool is that? It, like, ragdolls people, man. It's badass. You're shooting high-powered darts at people. Like, well, not darts, exactly. Spikes. You're firing high-power spikes at the enemies. That's the best way to put it. And it's fun. Oh, time to transform. Bye-bye. Jesus. Bye-bye. See that? Two shots. 2 shots. That's all it took. Now imagine when I get all the upgrades. It's the Railroad Spike Launcher for Fallout, except it's an automatic weapon. That's the thing. That's what makes it fucking amazing, is that it's a fucking assault rifle. And you can tell by all the numbers that this thing is throwing up in its Incarnon form. This thing is shooting at least minimum 6 rounds at a time. But not, you know, not where it counts. Like, it's not like the charge depletes faster. Six, 8. Funny enough, they made it automatic in 76. That's interesting. I didn't really see... Like, I didn't really see a desire in 76, specifically because they were like, oh yeah, there's no NPCs around, you just go around. I'm like, that sounds fucking stupid. I don't want to do that. Because, like, part of Fallout and, like, Bethesda games is sometimes finding some cool NPCs and shit like that. 76 is now actually a great game. I think I have to be honest about my situation with, like, MMOs. Like, unless it's just to, like, to take a quick look or something like that, or unless Warframe just has nothing for me at the moment, I just don't think I can divvy my time between, like, another MMO. And then especially because, like, I stream and everything like that. Like, it would have to be a very special game, either that or something that I'm personally interested in. Like an update in World of Warcraft that I'm like, oh man, they're doing this thing? That sounds fucking awesome. Either that or if I had, like, a whole bunch of people that I knew, like, either in real life or somebody like Shade, to, like, go into it with, and we weren't really taking it seriously. I'd say Fallout 76 is like your traditional MMO. I'm honestly just good at Fallout with multiplayer. Or, it's honestly just Fallout with multiplayer. Well, that's the case, that's alright then. There we go. Alright, let's get these last couple. That one only died in 1 hit. So did that one. This thing just kills people, man. Uh-oh. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 94. I guess we must have ragdolled somebody. We're so close. Ooh, 95. Oh, fuck. God. 96. 97. Come on. The MMO-ness of the games comes out, oh, hold up. 98. Come on. 100. We did it. The MMO-ness of the game comes out after you hit level 50, which is like the main level cap. After that, you just do daily missions, but again, every mission is like a Fallout quest. I just don't know. Like, if I'm gonna do Fallout, I'm just gonna wait till the next big Fallout. Same thing with Elder Scrolls. Like, I think I tried Elder Scrolls Online, and it just didn't... Like, it almost felt like... Like, one thing that actually turned me off that was very interesting, in my opinion. Do you have me and Shay to try it out with? Oh, okay. I don't know about Phantasy Star either. Like, to be honest. Like, eventually I'll find a game like that. That all of a sudden I'm just like... Oh, you mother... Uh-oh. Ooh. Whew. Made it. Man, there's two fucking Vitus Essence back there. But I'm not fucking going back. I'm done. I'm done. That's it, I'm done.
Look what our Tenno operative just found.
Ooh, Arcane Primary Charger. I didn't know that. Yeah, honestly, Phantasy Star is something to wait for now. It's in version 1 state, and apparently version 1 is kind of its big introduction to the rest of the game. Version 2 is coming soon, though.
Another job well
Huh.
executed.
Sounds almost like they're doing the whole, like, Final Fantasy 14 thing. Like, kind of whenever they did a Realm Reborn, and then all of a sudden it just blew the fuck up because it was like, oh my god, they did the impossible. They fixed it. And I do have to say, though, I liked Final Fantasy 14. I really did. Like, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. I think everybody just has that one online game that they kind of really commit to. And I don't think, like... people that have like jobs and stuff like that, I don't think that they really have too much time for other stuff. Like, you may switch it up every now and again, but you'll never be like, you'll never go from day to day to day to day switching it up. Like, you'll go a month or two on one, and then maybe you'll go a month or two on the other, if anything. Well, that's what happens. You kind of have to choose how, what to, or what game to really invest your time in. Okay, so let's find out if. Okay, so let's get this straight. The max charge does not change with extended volley. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with projectile speed. And this one, let's see, increase weapon damage by 4 with channeled active ability. We'll still keep this one because this is just on kill, which that is not a problem. But yeah, we'll just have projectile speed for this, and We need to kill 40 enemies while sliding.
Feeling creative? Okay.
That is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if there's even a mission that will be good for that. So let's take a look at our options. Oh, there's a survival. Oh, there's 2 survivals. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Or wait. Okay, yeah. I was making sure that I had it on public. Oh my god. We're doing this shit again? Dude! Let me in. There we go. Now we should be able to get in and actually do the damn thing.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
Oh, hold on. Ah, God. Okay, so I gotta do sliding kills. Apparently, while the Incarnon form is active. That's the kicker. Okay. Alright, that's fine, you bitches. Then let's fucking play!
Life support on the way.
Okay, 6, 7, 10, 13. Alright, we're doing pretty good. 15, 16, 18,
I've
20.
delivered a life support capsule to the area.
Not
Activating
bad,
it will
not
buy you more
bad.
time.
24, 26. Ooh, shit, this is gonna be good. 31. 37. Can I do it all in one charge? Can I? I need one more. Okay. Yes! In one charge! Fuck yeah. Woo! Come on. Bitch. Here we go. Alright, so we get our big ass upgrade here whenever we get out of here. And that is when the weapon will be officially broken.
Life support incoming.
Like, we were like, oh, it'll be kind of broken, but like, I think whenever we get a look at it, it's gonna be like, fuck. Because like, 8% made the critical chance of my bow prime go up to 172%. And we're about to upgrade it by 10, the base status chance. or base status and critical chance. So I think that's gonna be fucking phenomenal. Ooh. Yeah, the only thing that the Boltor really ever had going against it is that it was technically, like, just a slower assault rifle because the actual projectiles had travel time. But now, not so much with the 60% increase. And remember, we still have the option to upgrade it even further. Jesus Christ. This thing fucking slaps. This thing just ruins other shit, man. It makes me really sad, though, that, like, the Act Vasto doesn't get Incarnon. Just the Vasto. Like, I want my dual guns, man. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that that's something that maybe they'll, like, add in time. Because, like, it just seems weird to just, like, for some reason leave the dual versions out to dry when the only thing that it really changes is, you know, the clip size, because you have, you know, 2 clips. Just weird. That's just my opinion, though. And right when we go, Torment shows up. Ain't that great? Ain't that just the peachiest damn thing? But we got our upgrade. But we will get that here in just a hot second. I'm gonna do a little bit of a bathroom break, and I will be, as it says, right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. It won't be a second, just a little pee break. You know, sometimes.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
tight squeeze. But I'm black. I'm back here black. Hit the sack. Girl, always good to bring you back 'cause I let loose for the deuce. This is just my job, but I flam. I flam. Little blam, little blam blam. All right. Let's see. Oh. That would be good. Okay. So let's go get that last beefy upgrade. You know, the thing that I just kind of thought about is that eventually it's going to be worth it for everybody to just get all the Incarnons, no matter if it's a weapon that you particularly like or not, because the thing is that if they're going to make steel, or if they're going to make circuit, more circuit-based kind of stuff for Warframe, I mean, that's just more powerful weapons for you to potentially look up into. So even if it's not something that you're super a fan of, just go ahead and, you know, kind of troop it.
Nope. Take a closer look. Admire all you like. Okay.
Okay.
Bring it to life.
And the last upgrade. Let's take a look. 22 and 44 and 34 and 23.3. So
Here's where it gets interesting.
we are going to see just how much of a difference that makes. Let's see here. Upgrade. Okay, so 66 critical chance at base. 132 status at base. That's great. And we've got 102% critical chance with a 6.6 multiplier and 70 percent status chance for the Incarnon transformation. That is fucking phenomenal. And this could get even higher with galvanized chamber on there, and plus we're getting help from Primary Merciless over here. We got galvanized aptitude as well, because the thing is that, like, if we set up people and they don't die because of status chance, then we're getting extra damage from galvanized aptitude over here. So yeah, just fucking great. Man, that's... Like, the thing is that I know that DE really wants us to play with gunplay and everything like that. This is a way to do it. This is the right way to do it. You want gunplay to be as equally satisfying to cut down a crowd of, like, hard-ass enemies as melee is, and this is the way you do it. It's good. It's fun. All right. So, now what? I think, man, I kind of just want to chill in Deviri a little bit. Actually, I want to run the lone story a couple of times, because I want to get the hammer blueprint, like, as far as the drifter weapon goes. Um, either that or I want enough. Like, I just want the ability to put down 10 clamps for a what do you call it? A arcane. Okay. Jesus, they really want to have me have Styanax. Like, Styanax is just being chosen all the fucking time. Stradivar Prime, Bosmu? Yeah, I think Bosmu. Akenbrunt versus, Galatine Prime. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck did I do here?
Deviri's preening peacock was consumed.
What did
by
I
envy.
do?
Oh, many envied
What is
him,
this?
but he cared nothing for
This is
that.
gross.
Deviri has owed me for an age.
This-
Shortchanged me at every turn.
This makes me feel
Shall
bad.
set things to rights.
Yeah, Akenbrunt, I guess, man.
Some days
And
I
then-
yearn for the simple life of a farmer. No reason why I shouldn't have that, of course. Why don't you
Yeah,
round me up
Twin
with
Comac.
my own?
Twin Comac's actually pretty good. Let's go with Smoldering Strike.
The covetous courtier.
Okay. Okay, so we're just hurting Tams. That's fine. Yeah, we could do that. Uh-oh. Come on. Alright, that's 8. Someone will probably get one before me. Yep. Okay. Venomous Touch, 2 of them. Okay.
Oh, Bombastine was admired, even loved. But others were loved more. And that was poison to him.
People owe you their lives, don't they, Drifter?
Let's go.
How does that feel? Save a condemned criminal. For me.
I am very surprised that the beard actually came out alright, because I worry about, like, what my hair color will do, like, in certain games. Certain games it turns out really good, and certain games it turns out bad, and I didn't even get the beard I didn't even get the beard option that I really wanted. But I still have to say, like, it looks alright. Like, in certain lights, though, like, I think just like everything else, like, in certain lights, it looks fucking bad because it, like, makes it, like, bright.
He persuaded
But,
others
like,
to his
in
side.
90% of times,
Of himself.
it works. And that's what matters.
Controls the Undercroft, grasps all of Duveri by the roots. I won't let its reputation stand in the way of claiming what's mine. Get in and do what you have to.
Alright. See what the Bosmu can get up to. What kind of mission is this?
The longer you can keep this Undercroft manifestation
Alright.
active,
Life
the
support.
greater the gains for
Let's
the
do it.
other side.
Whoa, nice. Hold on. Let me get this right. Wait a minute. This thing has life drain? What? I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what the alt fire even did. Like, I think I remembered hearing something about it off the top of my head, but I didn't realize it was potent. Like, that's pretty good. I'll have to actually put this on somebody. But the question is who? Who needs it the most? Like, who... That's a tough one. I can't think of a loadout that actually has a Warframe... Well... Maybe one. I don't know. This thing is actually doing pretty good. Yeah, this thing isn't meant to be a prolonged fire weapon. This is just like a couple of bursts and your target's probably dead. Or well, actually, this is standard mode, so I really shouldn't say that. This doesn't tell me what I need to know. Like this, if it was doing this in Steel Path, yeah, I'd just be like, whoa. So far, I don't know. Hard to say. Someone's got that cool Harrier skin for Zephyr. Can't wait for that to actually, like the operator version, to come to the Drifter. Like, that ought to be cool. That's going to be a hard choice for me to make. I don't know if I'm going to use anything off of it at all. Like, I was so probably dead set on it, and now I genuinely don't know. Oh, this thing's leveling up. I guess I was trying to build it into something. Yeah, this thing ain't bad as is right now, but still, like I keep on saying, like, this does not tell me anything. Like, if I could just pop a few rounds and they're dead in Steel Path, then great. But if not, then this is a bad weapon, and it needs to be changed. And I don't mean he needs to change it. I need to figure out, like, what the fuck I need to do with it. But in theory, a method to restore health that does not involve an ability is pretty good. I wonder if a clip like an ammo mag mod would actually do anything to this thing. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't, but I could also see it being like, oh yeah, you can't do it because, you know, this has a rechargeable magazine or something like that. And to be honest, the magazine is, like, the magazine refills itself, like, lightning fast. But, like I said, it all comes down to if this performs the same way in Steel Path. Like, can I just go and then stuff dies? Or is it just because I'm in standard mode? I would really hate it if it was just a standard mode, because, like, a weapon like this ain't bad. I mean, it kind of reminds me of, like, the Supra just because of, like, the projectiles. An idea just popped in my head for one, but if I was going to use her, I would probably have to get a whole new skin for her. And I know which one I would get. So that's not really that much of a problem. Ooh. Oh!
Like a child becoming
We
born
unlocked
into a toy.
the last stage of that ephemera.
Fixation to the next.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see what that looks like.
Candle Bombastic, with nothing to his name but bad verses and bile. Get me money, Thrifter. I want to drip with gold.
Fuck you. Oh, not Bobstein, but that dude who was being an asshole. Let's reroll. Yes. Fearsome Bonanza.
Demented beyond hope of return, Bombasteen set his heart on the throne. Was he not as good a king as Thrax?
Ah, the Undercroft. A seething mass of
Damn it.
void-ridden potential.
I was like, I might be able to make it.
Give me some.
Alright, so what's next?
Like an infected wound, the paradox breeds defenders out of the raw void. Contain the paradox. Kill the enemy.
I was asking one of my friends if they wanted to watch the stream, and they were just like, I'm working overnight, and I'm just like, shit! Shit ass. Okay. Yeah, better be sure to get that. I am hyped up though to see what comes out of the Echoes update. I think it's gonna be a lot. Like, to be honest, I think it's gonna be a lot of systems. Like, I think it's gonna probably be the biggest Echoes update that we've probably ever seen. Because, like, my assumption is that they have a bunch of systems right now, but they needed to see how everybody would react to all of this new kind of stuff going on. The roguelite elements, the drifter gameplay, the resources that we would collect, if we would do certain things, if we would just ignore certain things, if we would avoid certain things, if we would complain or praise certain things. And now they have all that feedback and they could go, okay, now we can base those things around this feedback, what worked and what didn't. So I think that a lot of traditional features in open worlds are about to make their way into Deviri. I think, like, we're gonna get something to do with fish in particular, because we are getting fish in our inventory, but we're not doing anything with them right now. They're just sitting there. So they're in there for a reason. And if Deviri has taught us anything, it's that a vendor can actually appear technically in mission. Another thing too to look forward to is the possibility, like the heavy possibility, of a calm
He had known
mode that we could play in that has nothing to do with the spiral. Like, this was heavily teased. Like, this was, they basically said, like, oh yeah, we've got that, so we could probably just do that.
It's wasted on them. Recalibrate it in my favor. was me that gave her that voice. It's I who deserves the stage, not that ungrateful harpy.
Okay, so quick thing to let you guys in on that may help you out a little bit in these boss fights. What's probably a good idea is for one person to activate and the other three to actually go up into the sky and try to meet the dragon as soon as he generates.
What dragon is envy? A hunger never sated, a gift never enough. It darkens the sunny days with a wanting that never is met.
Come on, bitch. Bring it.
The oral worm Bombastine is as jealous as his master. He craves the validation of victory.
That was close. Thank you.
Because I'm beautiful.
To tame a wild king,
Whoop.
it must be ridden. The oral worm is no different.
Get your filthy hands off.
Alright, somebody's already got, is already on there, but that's fine, because I'm just gonna ride. I think that's kind of cool, too, honestly. Like, I hope they do more with, like, the oral worm, and the fact that you can kind of hang off of it and everything.
Beast through the portal.
Like, I think that's kind of cool. Like, I'm just kind of chilling on this thing. Yeah, and so is Reaper right there. Either that or Reaper might be the oral worm right now. I'm not sure.
An enemy that cannot retreat is the most dangerous.
Speaking of which,
Nothing left to lose.
there are named NPCs that aren't, you know, the main, that aren't like, the representations of the spiral. So with that logic in mind, you'd think that they're going to play a bigger role. Particularly Animal Conservation Girl. So my thought is that we will be able to probably get Kaiths, or not Kaiths, but Floofs. I don't know why Kaith came up. We'll probably be able to get Floofs of certain like creatures in Debiri, if not all of them. We may get a variety of different breeds of some of these things too. Something else that I fully expect is for the Kavat and Kubro inspired creatures. They probably will become a companion. But I have no idea what to expect, like, from them, as far as, like, what on earth they could possibly bring to the table. Because we know, like, the Vulpaphyla have been the meta companion for a long time. Like, pretty much since their introduction, like, in Deimos, like, they've been the meta. So it would be interesting to see if, because it seems like Warframe has shifted the meta now with the introduction of Incarnon weapon, like new Incarnon weapons and things like that. And now I wonder if they could do it again with companions.
Emotion is no longer in turmoil. The calm of the true warrior.
Okay, 147. So we're...
I feel nothing.
So we're getting through this. Okay. So somebody's bugged and... Yeah, somebody's bugged and they're stuck in the arena, but we'll still all extract though. Because that one fucking dude decided to be like, oh, I wonder if I can figure out. No, you can't. Just stay. Just stay. Just wait. For the love of God, please. Come on. So you guys like pizza or, you know, stuff like that? Pizza? Everybody likes pizza. Okay, finally. Finally, we're good. We're good. Alright. We got our fancy clamps. I think... Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, we got it! The Protovire Apex. So let's actually put it on the stuff that we have it equipped to. Because I think we got at least two frames. And why is it Styanax on like one of my top ones? Yeah, we're starring him because I like him. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Okay, so let's go through them. Okay, so first there was the original. It was okay. Then there was the evolved. Got a little bit fancier. And then there was the Apex, and it was actually finished. Not bad. It's got some extra cool little bits, like these little spikes like coming off the fronts and the backs of the legs and everything. Coming off of the shoulders and everything too. That's nice. Yeah, definitely. Definitely worth completing. Let's see. Who else do I have that has it? I think my Volt has it. Yeah. So let's put that on him. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Not quite as noticeable, but I still like it.
I thought you'd want to know.
Anybody else? Let's see. Maybe. You didn't even have one. Why didn't you have one, mister? That's too green. Yeah, I'll give you the trickster. Yeah, I think that really was it. Like, those two definitely had it. Alright, so... Jesus Christ, the fucking bow prime. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something that's very interesting about this. About the bow prime in particular. Unless it was changed in the last update, in the most recent update today, I think the appearance of your Incarnon weapons reverts to whatever the original look was. That may have been fixed. It may not have been. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've had the opportunity to test it out. But that's what happened for the bow prime here. And it's not a deal breaker. And it doesn't mean that this skin is useless. In fact, it's actually quite the contrary, because it's easier for me to keep track of whether or not the Incarnon form is actually active. So in that regard, it's a pretty nice little this is a pretty nice little feature. Let's go to the Dorma Zone and actually take a look and see if the vendor lady there actually has something in particular that we might want. It's a big maybe because she just rotates her fucking stock around, but I mean, might as well check every day.
And whose business? Something is different about you.
Is there?
What is it?
Okay, Shotgun Vendetta. And we have 30 Pathos clamps. Let's see. If shotgun kill within 5 meters of the Whoa. Whoa. That?
There's a whole universe out there beyond the wall. The one that old Thingy Bob in the cave comes from. Or perhaps you already knew that.
That's very interesting. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. First Captura.
He loved her, you know, Bombastine. Claims he didn't, but he cries and whispers her name when he thinks no one's listening. What do you suppose he'll do?
Who knows? Why you gotta be such gossip? It's kind of mean. Alright, let's go for another round of the lone story, because we got... If we're just gonna do this because it's the path of least resistance, then we need another 3 runs in order to get all the clamps needed for the hammer. I'm not sure who we'll give the hammer to, but worst case scenario, it's a mastery rank and we get it out of the way. But there might be one other option that I didn't even consider until just now. Because I think I'm going to really go for the Magistar so that I can, the Magistar Incarnon, so that I can give it to my Rhino loadout. And therefore, I really wouldn't have, like, I'm not really particularly intrigued by the hammer at that point. So what we might do is we might build up our clamps and save them, because they said that more drifter weapons are coming, and what better time to introduce more drifter weapons than potentially an Echoes update. What they would be, I have no idea. But I would be willing to roll those dice and just kind of save. Yeah, we'll go with Chroma. Ooh. We're gonna have to get used to you again at some point, aren't we? Let's see, Galatine or... Yeah. And that'll probably do it. Man, I'm looking good. Man, I'm ready to go.
The Bombastine, Deviri's preening peacock, was consumed by envy. Oh, many envied him, but he cared nothing for that.
Deviri has owed me for an age, shortchanged me at every turn. We shall set things to rights. Let us collect.
Delicious.
I can hear them now. Little children laughing at me because
They could solve the maze and I couldn't.
I won't have it. Solve the wretched thing.
It is that which
See?
you wish you were not, but are.
You can't tell me that he doesn't do something for you. Like, at some point, he's gotta fucking do something.
Distance yourself from hurry, from chatter.
And plus, like, I would like it if potentially the Drifter actually interacted, like, with more of these NPCs. Where the hell is it? Oh. That was stupid. God, asshole.
Oh, Bombastine was admired.
Someone
even loved,
definitely had a look in
but
mind.
others were loved more, and that was poison to him.
To a just person.
Stay
it
close.
is unjust that Thrax has the sole power of life and death. I want some too. Nearby, a man is marked for execution. Save his life, that I may also, rightly, be thought of as Lord of Life and Death.
Sure. That sounds like fun. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Type 9A.
Until
Oops. So city built. Yeah, these are both newer players.
Behind his acts of kindness and generosity lay but one thought. How can this performance benefit
Which
me?
is very interesting to see, like, some of these new players, or newer players kind of get into here. Because Mastery rank 6 and 9, pretty new. Like, for all I know, that person that was at 6 could have started from Deviri. And that's an interesting thought. And we're all doing this content, and we're all kind of on the same playing field to an extent.
in the way of claiming what's mine. Get in
Oh, God.
and do what you have to.
I forgot how fucking fast this thing draws. That's so weird. Like, I don't remember the Paris actually being that quick a draw of a bow. So, I think one of the things about the Incarnon transformation, or at least one of the potential buffs, is the draw speed. And you're telling me that it might get faster than that? That's kind of crazy. Like, if I had to put a word to it, yeah, crazy. Like, it's a lot to think about. Like, at some point I gotta read up, like, on exactly what kind of build we're going with for the Paris
Many
Prime.
defensive battles within the Origin system were lost.
Because I think so far, I've kind of gone against a little bit of the grain, because a lot of content creators are like, oh yeah, totally, use this. And I'm like,
Still,
I don't want something that a mod can do. I want something that, like, it can't do. I want to increase, like, the base stats of this bitch. I'm kind of wondering... okay. I'm kind of wondering how the headshot mechanic may differ with this thing. Like, as far as its Incarnon form, because the Incarnon form fires, like, fucking Nadaruk-like projectiles, so does the hitbox that dictates whether or not a headshot is a headshot actually get bigger? Because if so, I got potentially an Incarnon to event, or not an Incarnon, but an Arcane to eventually build up. But
Do not shout. You'll all be able to see. I promise.
and this is another weapon that, since it's from way back in the day, I made the effort to actually find a Riven for it, for the Paris. So it's rocking a Riven too, so its power is going to be stupid. But I just had another thought, though, to be aware of, guys, is that it is possible that because of the fact that certain weapons now have Incarnons, that Riven dispositions could change relatively soon, based around that. Like, you can see a lot of weapons that have Incarnon adapters now lose some of their Riven disposition. Or maybe they already have. It's something to think about, though.
prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
Okay. Nice.
Do not stop. You'll all be able to see.
Yeah, this weapon, just the Paris Prime, is bringing back memories from the early days of me playing. Back when my secondary was the Ekvasto, not the Prime, because the Prime only had the singular version, and I wanted fucking dual revolvers, man.
This battle is already half won. Enemies incoming. Stand fast.
Nice.
The performance will commence presently.
Oh, jeez. I did it.
Savor the anticipation while you can.
The enemy musters for a fresh assault. Hold the
All
line.
right. Let's go. Let's effing go. Come on. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. All y'all bitches. All y'all bitches. Mmm. Damn it. Yummy, yummy headshots. And wagdoll physics. Ah. That dude, a minute ago, he took an arrow to the knee. I think I... Get it. Come on. Come on. Okay. What's up, Asher? How you doing? I'm just enjoying myself some nummy headshots and arrow shots. They're so nummy, I gotta have them.
Has been exhausted. If only for now.
Come on, plenty of room for everyone.
Let's go.
Like a child becoming bored with each new toy.
Venomous touch.
Bombstein moved from one
159,
fixation to the
okay.
next.
More drinky.
Cunning devices like this feed Deviri with power, just so those witless peasants can piss it away. It's wasted on them. Recalibrate it in my favor.
Alright. Ever seen Breath of the Wild with the cell shading removed? Maybe? I'm not sure if I have. I imagine it's gotta be pretty good.
Bombstein set his heart on the throne.
Or is it the exact
Was he
opposite?
Not as good a king as Thrax.
Ah, the Undercroft. A seething mass of void-ridden potential. Spiced with childish nightmares. Give me some.
There we go. Let's go. We're about to do it. Mm. Super funny because you only realize how sharp and nice textured objects are without it. Oh, okay. That's interesting to think about.
Sir.
All right. We're just waiting for this goddamn mission to spawn. Because apparently they're not. Oh, okay. There they are.
The longer you can keep this Undercroft manifestation,
What the hell?
the greater the gains for the other side.
And so the envy that might have motivated him to better himself hurled him headlong into disaster.
Come on, plenty of room.
And it's something that Vez never intended to see the light of day. Well, yeah. Because they were just like, man, we don't want to put effort into the graphics, we want to put effort into everything else. Because if we had to put effort into the graphics and into the fucking mechanics and into the story, Jesus Christ! At the same time, though, I'm like, y'all are gonna charge us $70. Y'all better fucking take your time with it. Shit, man. If that's the way we're going now, man, I want everything to be awesome. I don't know if I read it right or not. I just, nah. Still, though. My thoughts remain unchanged. Good. I just think that, if we're going down the road of $70 games, they all better be fucking amazing. And I think after fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla, though, I bet that like they're gonna try to charge $70 for the next Assassin's Creed game, and everyone's just kind of gonna look over there and just be like, ha ha, you're funny, Ubisoft. Yeah, that's rich. They'll be all like, guys, we're serious. I said the opposite. Breath of the Wild with no shaders is actually pretty and kind of realistic. Well, yeah. That's weird, though, that they would want to do the whole cell shading thing if that was the case. Like, I don't think it would have, like, bolstered sales too much or anything like that, but I definitely know that they could have probably got a couple of more thumbs up if they just were like, oh, let's just ship it with fucking no cell shading. I think it's kind of funny too that, like, I almost just have this feeling that the reason that Breath of the Wild seriously got delayed is because remember the last time Nintendo did a game, like did a Zelda, and it was nominated for Game of the Year and it won? And they were gonna release it, like, I think in 2022, and then Elden Ring happened, and I think at that point they were like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, I don't think they wanted to compete with Elden Ring after seeing what the fuck it was. Because it was just like, holy shit, they emulated, like, the experience of, like, discovering shit in Breath of the Wild, but it was literally every single corner of the map. Or not Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom. I've also called it Breath of the Kingdom, too. You should know not to take me too seriously. That's my not so hot take on the whole, on that whole situation. Yeah, because I mean, if like Zelda coming out this year, I don't think anything competes with it for Game of the Year. I don't give a shit what it is, but it just doesn't have any competition. Like Tears of the Kingdom has none, more than likely. Like, is there anything else that comes out this year? Like anything of, like, anything that could be Game of the Year material? Like, 'cause I can't think of anything for, like, right off the top of my head. Like, there are big releases, but something that could stand against Tears of the Kingdom, I just don't see it. I know Diablo's coming out a little bit later, but I don't think that's gonna quite get up there. We also got Street Fighter 6 coming out, which looks really fun, but Game of the Year contender, I don't think so. Fighting Game of the Year, probably. Unless they actually do Tekken 8 this year, which they could. Maybe. Like, it's really, like, yeah, I think Fighting Game of the Year is going to come down to if Tekken 8 actually comes out, and then it's going to be, it's gonna come down to if Street Fighter actually learns from its mistakes. To which I mean, I liked what I played from the demo. I liked the game. I liked the create a character story. I liked the controls of it, the modern control scheme. I really enjoyed it. So unless the game has like technical problems, I can see myself playing it just about as much as Tekken. And then again, that's assuming the Tekken 8 comes out this year. For the love of God, do the puzzle. Dude. Do the puzzle. Do the puzzle. Thank you. Now. Oh.
Not
God.
The things I did were supposed to break her, not make her his favorite. I was meant to be the one who was loved. Me. It's not fair.
He was just fucking sitting here.
Our mutual friend waits with my Orvius. If you desire to subdue this oral worm, take it.
Well, that'll help a little bit. 176. Take the fucking thing! Unless you're an idiot. There!
Dragon is envy, a hunger never sated, a gift never.
Come on.
It
Let's
darkens
go.
the sunny days with a
My take is games were $60 for over 15 years while other stuff hit inflation due,
Bombastein's bitter
so
envy
let's say,
seethes with venom.
due to that skyrocketing in devs. Cause them to get even higher.
Because I'm beautiful.
To tame a wild cave, it must be ridden. The oral worm is no different.
Get your filthy hands off me.
Master the brute while you can.
There we go. Alright, that one first. Alright. True. I mean, I'm gonna buy like the games no matter what, pretty much.
Quickly, take the beast through the portal.
But I mean, there's also the argument that like DLC basically comes with every fucking game, whether it's really worth it or not.
Offers little shelter. Stay mobile.
Greedy people are the loudest. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna stop me from buying it. That's the thing. I'm just saying that, like, if they're gonna say that and everything like that, then it better be, like, that extra $10 better show a quality improvement, you know? Like, if it's just the same shit, like releasing games that like are bugged and everything like that, then I mean, what's that extra $10 for? Nice. Yeah!
What enviable determination.
Find a way to stop its spawn.
There we go. Whew. I'm not expecting double shit. I'm just saying, have the fucking game, you know, not launch with bugs.
A Tenno Archgun has manifested. They must feel the situation is truly desperate.
I mean, wouldn't that be nice, you know, to get a game and, you know, it plays pretty decently and people's fucking teeth and eyes aren't, you know, clipping through their faces? I think that'd be pretty neat.
Bravely done. For this one night at least, Duviri is calm.
I'm referring to... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, definitely a lot more people seem to think that way about it. Yeah, yeah, especially because, dude, crunch culture does not exist anymore, like, anywhere. It cannot exist anywhere anymore. Because, like, people will just fucking, like, they will revolt. And good for them, man. I mean, there's such a thing as a work-life balance now. Dude! It's done! Let's go! Okay, so I switched over to the Sorrow now. And that sound effect keeps going. Okay, now it's gone. Alright, I forgot what... Let's take a look. Oh man, it would be awesome if you could actually see the intrinsics of your actual drifter from here, but seems like we gotta go into at least the Dorma Zone to see. And electronic shards. I like that last one, electronic shards. Shizzard, yeah. Well, Shizard kind of did it to their own self, for sure. Because, like, apparently they just can't fucking keep employees on anymore. Like, or they can't keep them from quitting. Ubisoft is literally in the market of trying to make the least amount of effort possible at this point. And then Electronic Shards, well, it's in the name. They just continue to do that. And they like to think that those particular things don't stink, but in fact they do. They actually do. I like the one out of those that I'm the most sad about is Blizzard, because like they have good IPs under their belts, beloved IPs under their belts, but you know, it's just one of those situations where people in charge made a lot of really fucked up decisions and made a fucking culture that alienated a lot of damn people. So it's not just them that pay the price for it, but it's us as gamers, because you never know. Like they could disappear, and like I don't think it would be immediate, like, or anything like that, but they could be on a path to eventually just disappearing. Because I mean, World of Warcraft, Dragonflight, I don't think is like as much as it's actually been successful, like to players and everything, I don't think it's gotten the critical acclaim that they wanted. And critical acclaim helps them fucking sell the expansion. Obviously, bug-free launches would be super nice, but unfortunately, you look at the gaming industry from dawn to now have always been buggy, and old generations complete with games that were more
indulged in it to excess.
True.
I am sorrow.
I don't know, it just feels like there were more games like back in the era of like before online capabilities were there. It just seemed like devs took their time with games to where like there weren't that many bugs. Like nothing super strange or anything like that. Like I'm sure there were some old school like NES and everything like that games that definitely had problems. But still. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. War games were complete. That's just that's correct, but the shit one stayed turds forever. LGN? God, Jesus. This guy fucking me up. That was weird. It's not 10 yet. Okay, Loden's Rage will do that too. Alright, so we gotta get to 255. We'll try to do that, because if we can get to 255, the first intrinsic that I plan to get to level 10 is gonna be Opportunity, which means that hopefully within the very near future we'll actually be able to get a look at the Stalker in action. because I've heard a lot of good things, and apparently we need to get used to playing as the Stalker because there could be more coming. Because they've DE has already hinted at games or at some more information having to do with Stalker gameplay. Basically saying directly, it's like if you want to know more about how the Stalker fits into the whole big picture, maybe you come by TennoCon. And I'm just like, quit playing games with my heart. My heart. My heart. Yeah, I know what I said. I don't take it back either. Yeah, I think what happened is all of a sudden, like, whenever, like, people realize, like, devs realized that they could patch games online, they realized, oh, wait a minute, like, we can get this out the door, like, a little bit faster, and by the time it actually, like, reaches store shelves, we can have a patch ready on, like, day one. And while it's an innocent thought, like, that execution, like, hardly ever goes to plan. I would argue some games aged way better than others. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at all the NES and Super NES games where they make it ridiculously hard because there's only like 3 or 4 fucking levels if you die once you restart. I don't even know if, like, that's kind of better. It's really all a matter of perspective. But I will say, like, there's a, like, sometimes we remember games a different way than they actually were. And a very good example of that, I would say, is actually Resident Evil 4. Because I remember that game taking me, like, weeks to beat on PS2 and, well, technically GameCube as well. But streaming it, and on professional, or not professional, but the harder difficulty, it was a couple of days. I just remember it being longer. And that may have really, like, that's one thing that you gotta consider. Is that some of us just remember certain things a certain way, and if we were to play them back, all of a sudden... Let's see, that's a fact because it was due to hardware limitations. I don't know if that aged well or not, though. It really depends on how you look at certain games. Like, I think one game in particular that I really like that aged really well, I kind of think is Final Fantasy IX, because I can still pick that thing up and like, I still get enjoyment out of it. The graphics aren't, like, way too dated, and if you get, like, the PC version or something like that, smooths it out. It's got tons of content. And even playing back on it, like, you start to realize, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is where Disc 1 ended? This is where Disc 2 ended? That kind of stuff? Are you familiar with the term beginner's trap? Yeah, basically the whole premise of it is they make it look like, it's kind of like with arcade games. They make it look easy to, like, anyone who watches, like, the little gameplay demo that appears on the screen. And then they're like, oh yeah, I could totally do that. And like maybe for the first stage or two, like you feel like the first stage is easy. The second stage, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Third stage, all right, that was challenging. Fourth stage, oh god. Which is kind of interesting now because I don't think there is that anymore. Your game just kind of reveals what kind of game it is very quickly. Like, especially in the day and age of, like, Souls-like games and everything like that. Beginner's Trap, I don't think is that much of a thing anymore. Unless you count in people who play against, like, bots for the first time on, like, Overwatch or, you know, maybe Call of Duty if they have bot games for you to kind of practice on or whatever. Oh, actually, you know what? It's kind of like... It's kind of like whenever you're unranked and you play a multiplayer game, and then you get like a couple of wins under your belt, and then all of a sudden that ranking system slaps you into the deep end. So in that regard, I guess beginner traps do still exist. Huh. Now basically it's where you, it's where something you could have not predicted because you die or walk down the... That's still like my explanation better. That just sounds like fucking Souls logic. Like that's all that is. Because like there's a lot of deaths in Souls games that are traps like that that do not feel earned.
Good boy. Yeah. Who's a good boy?
Oh, how sweet.
We talk about all these glitches and everything, and what just happened right before my very eyes.
Do follow them.
That's why I don't like Souls likes. Well, yeah, but that's the thing though, is that I guess I'm kind of okay with it because I've learned to expect shit to happen. So, like, I hug corners, use the camera to look around corners and things like that. Use the logic of, like, there's a waterfall. There's probably a treasure behind it, or something like that. I think, like, a good way to do it in a Souls-like game, a beginner trap, is to... Because a lot of us, beginner traps that Souls likes do result in death. Like, just death. A good trap like that would be to push a player back, but not kill them. Like, that's my opinion on the matter. Like, that's a good one. Jesus, we're getting to the end of these. Also, they're designed for people who enjoy a challenge, so I don't hate them, but I'm more power hungry than anything. So basically you're saying that, like, you don't like it when the power fantasy is broken and all of a sudden something just like all of a sudden it's just like boom out of nowhere. You're just like fuck, 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 fuck. Well, that's kind of what it sounds like. I gotta remember that I'm actually off tomorrow. Feels like forever since my last Wednesday off. Which, by the way, Asher, I know you've been, I know you may know a thing or two, wink wink nudge nudge, about a certain Nintendo game not gonna say it on here because Nintendo may or may not be on the warpath. Ha ha ha! Please don't take down the stream. But I'll actually be streaming Tears of the Kingdom on Friday, and the thing is that I think Tears of the Kingdom is still gonna be good to stream because of the same reason that Elden Ring is good to stream, because it is interesting to see how people handle certain shit. Yeah, pretty much. Don't hype up the pro tag, but then make him a bitch because unfair. Go brr. Yeah, I kind of get it. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, like, throughout every Souls game that FromSoft, specifically, has actually put out, you're a loser. Like, no matter which way you slice it, like, your character is labeled as a loser. Like, in Dark Souls 1, you were just a undead who's been locked away. In Elden Ring, you are a tarnished. In Dark Souls 3, you are a last resort, basically. Dark Souls 2, I cannot remember what you were actually referred to, but I know it's not much better. And I never played Demon Souls and never really paid attention to the dialogue that I heard from it. But I'm pretty sure you weren't, you know, meant to be anybody of worth, which is kind of nice because, like, something that one of my friends hates, and I don't get exactly why, but I kind of, like, I kind of do and I kind of don't get it, is, like, every customizable protagonist is the special one, the chosen one, and everything like that. And I'm like, I get the frustration, but at the same time, like, how do you really get around that? And I guess Dark Souls protagonists are kind of the answer to that question. They're not meant to be anybody, but it's you building them up that makes them into somebody. There's hard games where I go, you know what, hard but fair, that is fun, and then there's others where I die 7 times in 2 minutes for the bullshit and install and sell the game. Oh yeah, that definitely. I think it takes a very, very delicate balance to create, like, a hard game nowadays.
Songbird, there have been many jailers, many tormentors. One of them now walks nearby. Let them taste the bitterness I have lived with all these years.
Come on, bitch. Kia! Knee strike! Kia! The fuck out of here!
Thoughts of revenge come easily to a heart turned bitter and cold.
Like, I think it, like, as far as, like, I'm concerned, like, you've seen me play Souls games. I'm not the best, but I will not quit. Because, that game's an asshole, and, it will feel my wrath. And I will break it. Either by discovering some kind of cheapo build or something like that. I don't care what method I have to implore, but I'm gonna break it. And you know, that's one thing that I will never get over is people who try to make people difficult, like give people a hard time for using something that they deem cheap. And it's like, dude, it's in the game. Like, this is a hard ass game. It is in the game. So, it's a tool to use. I'm gonna use it. Like, that's my logic for a Souls game. I don't care what anybody says. It's a method to the like, it's a, if it's in the game, you just use it. Just fucking use it, man. The biggest Achilles heel in many hard games is a lack of understanding between the difference between hard and tedious, while also forcing the player to play one way isn't fun. True. Yeah, by that point, though, I kind of get what you say. Like, it's kind of like Donkey was mentioning in his Elden Ring review, that a lot of people, towards the end of the game, all kind of defaulted to using the Mimic tier, like, to get an advantage in a boss fight. So, in that regard, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of worn off a little bit, and stuff's been balanced out a little bit more, so it feels like you have more options. Like, I could be wrong, though. Like, in the Elden Ring guest character runs, I feel like I could do a whole run with the fighting style that I gave to Dan or Yoshimitsu. And then also my main character is a completely different fighting style too, using fists and a pole arm. So, and then also, like, magic is very valuable. Like, and there's such a variety of magic. Like, there's actual magic, and then there's faith-based stuff. And then there's schools of magic within that. Like, there's rot-based miracles, there's lightning-based miracles, there's beast magic-based miracles. And then for actual magic, there's pyromancy, crystallized magic, let's see, like moon-based magic, all that stuff. And all of it can kill shit effectively. I mean, hell, you could probably make a archery-based build and actually have it work.
Evidence of his cruelty, fragments of ruined lives. Bring those secrets to light again.
What an asshole.
Revenge may bring some relief at first, but as Lucinia found, it is often cold comfort.
We gotta find some more random shit to do. Whee!
It's okay. It's going to be fine.
They're
check that. I wonder if I could find the last one of those codex entries. I wonder where it could be hiding. Yeah, there's a lot of vendor-looking people. Wait, is that? No, that would have been too fucking easy. Hold up. No way it's up here. I would have already found it by now. I think there is one up here, but yeah, okay. Unless there's another one at like another point. Oh, that's one of those little fucking floaty doos. You know, the legendary floaty doos of y'all. And you know what, Asher, the thing is that we could both have differing opinions on stuff and everything like that, and we could be cool about it. You want to know why? Because whenever you come into my stream, you call me a beautiful bastard, and that means you think that I'm pretty. And you might be a little bit confused about how you actually feel about me. So at that point, I'm just like, oh. So yeah, we're good. We're good. See? See, Breath of the Wild, whoop. Hold up. Gotta do this real quick. Fuck. Give me that. Okay. Zelda, Breath of the Kingdom, Tears of the Wild, XY, Player's Choice, Hood Classic Deluxe, coming to Nintendo Holo XL Game Sphere Pro in, 69,420. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, but Asher, is that really any new information? Like any real new information to that? Like, because like I'm gonna be honest, I knew most of that information. Like I knew, like, you know, the release date and like the name of the console, but I didn't know the name of the game. Okay? So I'll give it to you on that, all right? So there you go. Whenever you got like a piece of dough or something like that stuck behind like one of your real like far back teeth. Why are you whistling at the horse? Don't whistle at him, you're gonna scare him. Ooh, perfect. 257, and now we're just getting a little bit extra credit. Why didn't it give us points for that one? Did we do it too badass? What the hell? Oh. Oh, okay. So we would power up the wind turbines to get that one going again. Well, good thing I don't give a shit about that. Kill. Hey man, all I'm saying is though, Asher, is that like if you go call me beautiful, I'll take it. Shoot. Why you think I made the emotes? I was just like, somebody thinks I'm pretty. See, probably gonna do one more thing. Like we're probably gonna get one more chest or just yeah. This is perfect. Perfect. Good. Damn right. You hold your head, King. Yeah. Say what's your chest. Just say what's your chest. Alright, let's get out of Deviri, go back to the Dorm Zone, and get our first rank 10 intrinsic. Which again, opportunity. So, the Stalker could become a thing. Yep, we have enough. That little icon that that faded through the fucking UI tells me everything I need to know. The Stranger in Black, an unlikely ally, will occasionally appear in Teshin's cave as a playable Warframe. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see if we can get him one time before we gotta cut off for the evening. And, oh, I don't think we will, actually. Because we left. I think we have to complete, a cycle in order for him to appear. Oh, man, that sucks. Maybe next time we'll, be able to play as him. I mean, this isn't a bad assortment of Warframes to choose from by any means. But still... Yeah, it seems like there's gonna be more weapons because, like, they've got this whole chunk of space right here. So, I'd say with... Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction. At minimum, with the Echoes update, we're probably gonna see 2 more drifter weapons. What they are, though, I can't really say. If I was a guessing man, if I was gonna play it safe with my guess, I would say Honestly, a dagger and dual daggers. Like, that sounds like... That's a very safe guess, though. Like, the extremist part of me wants a sparring weapon so that we can punch and kick.
Death awaits me like a
I mean, hell, I'd even take a punching weapon, to be honest.
The warming glass is prepared.
Like, that would be fucking awesome. Let's see, breaking the puzzles with my laser vision, destroying logic with cheese and hitting. Well, I mean, wasn't that what Breath of the Wild was all about? And all that they're doing with fucking Tears of the Kingdom is more of the same, which is great, honestly. I just had an idea for my dude's look, and I don't know why I didn't think about it, because I just noticed something interesting. I want to see how it would look. If it works, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. If only it was furry, man. If only it was furry. If it was furry, this would be fucking perfect.
Valeria.
Who's Valeria? That's what I would like to know at this point. Alright. I'm gonna talk myself out of it. This time. There may be another, operator outfit coming that may let me do what I want to do. Actually, two that may let me do what I want to do. But one of them will probably have to wait until, it'll probably just be the Echoes update. And then the other one will probably have to wait till TennoCon to actually see. But that's kind of going to be it for the stream, though. Deviri is always fun because it's always random. I liked checking out the Boltor's Incarnon stuff. It was really fun. That weapon became a monster. Like, and I really wasn't too big of a fan of it just because mechanically it wasn't that different, but it's just all those base stat changes really come together and make a weapon that's truly different and meta.
There is too much.
Like, I feel confident that I could take the Boltor into anything.
Will never come again.
Like, I could take the Boltor into anything and probably do well. Like, doesn't matter what. Like, I could go in, like, I could go into a Steel Path mission, I would do fine. I could go into an Archon Hunt with 4 players, do fine. I could go into Steel Path Circuit, do fine. Wreck House every single time. Like, it's awesome to have those options because I think what DE wants is to break the meta so that we start using a whole bunch of different weapons. And more importantly, we start using weapons that we want to use. And that's something else, too, is that, like, there's a good portion of the weapons that have been put in that players remember, like, fondly. like the starter weapons, for example. Like that's a big one. Like a big callback. The Boltor in particular was a really big one. Hate, Dread, and Despair are going to be awesome because they're like, hey man, you always wanted to play as the Stalker. Well, now you get to get encouraged to play as the Stalker. And probably, they probably gave a lot of Incarnons to weapons that just never fucking saw play as well. Like the Akad Brunt. Like, I like its design. Is it popular? Fuck no. There's only one version of it, too. Like the Miter. The Miter was just fucking fodder for its upgraded weapon. And now it has an Incarnon. So I applaud DE for overall the entire update. They did a lot of things right. A little tweaking and a little bit of bug fixing still needs to happen, but overall, Deviri shaped the game, and some good stuff fell on the ground for us. But I definitely want to say thank you to Asher for hanging out for a pretty good while with me, talking some smack and talking some stuff on game development and stuff like that, and also Wacko earlier for hanging around during the awakening of the Boltor. But that'll be it from me. I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe at a slightly earlier time, but definitely on Friday for Tears of the Kingdom. I will definitely be starting early, so anyone who's watching, whether it be here on Twitch or maybe in the VOD channel, be sure to follow, because it's gonna be fun. Like, despite leaks and everything like that, I still think it's gonna be fun because everyone can react to stuff in Tears of the Kingdom just like they did in Breath of the Wild in completely different ways. And I think that is the fun of watching anyone play it. And I think we're in for a good time as far as, like, I'm going to be doing my thing as far as content creation, but I can't wait to see everybody else also play the game and see how they react to stuff. I want to see Game Grumps play it. I want to see the Djibouti Show play it. I want to see Oni Plays play it. I want to see Super Mega play it. Like, anybody. And I think it'll be a good time. I want to see fucking Moist Critical goddamn play it, man. I know he'll play it. But yeah, it's going to be it's content for everyone is about to get a huge kick in the ass with Tears of the Kingdom. You just came in right at the very end, Zachary. I'm sorry. I appreciate you for coming by at the very last second. I'm just saying how excited I am, not only for the Tears of the Kingdom launch, but for how many content creators will play it, because it's going to be a lot of good content to consume. Myself hopefully included. And yes, I'll see you later, Zachary. I'll be back tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace!